Hi there, and welcome to Reviewed and Ranked. We got the Millcreek releases for this month, and there is some actually pretty cool stuff in here. So we got four releases that we're looking at all together. Two are TV shows, one is a double feature, and one is a standard film, actually classic film. So we got the Blu-ray here for Frost Nixon, a Ron Howard directed film with Michael Sheen and Frank Langella. We got a Girls' Night In double featurette, which is Meet Joe Black and Wimbledon. We have Ultraman 80, the last Ultraman series for 16 years when it wouldn't come back again until 1996, which will be Ultraman Tiga, I think. And we have the Ultraman anime series here that came out around the year before, I think, and that is The Ultraman by Subarai. And basically the guys that do this here are the same guys that worked on Mobile Suit Gundam, so interesting stuff to look at today. Let's dive right into it, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the films. As always, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't get too in-depth when it comes to this, but I will rank them in the order of pretty much watchability for me, and you do your own rankings, and feel free to comment down in the section down below there and let me know what your rankings of these films are, and if you picked up any of these releases. Always do the YouTube jazzy stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and if you want to, I have a Patreon, and feel free. It'll be linked down below anyway. And I have a merch store if you want some cool t-shirts or a mug or a hoodie or something like that. Be the envy of all your friends. All right, we have four releases here tonight. Let's dive right into the first one, and this is Frost Nixon by Ron Howard. This is an excellent film. And what's really neat is this ports over all the features from the previous release of Frost Nixon. So you don't just get the film here, which is an incredible film with some amazing acting by incredible actors, kind of at the peak top of their performances. You also get the Nixon Chronicles here. You get Discovering Secrets, the making of Frost Nixon, the real interview, where we get some footage from the real interview of Frost Nixon. The Nixon Library, that's actually a pretty cool thing. Deleted scenes, around like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of deleted scenes. And the real key piece is Ron Howard's commentary is really, really good, actually. You can tell he was really into making this film, and he was very passionate about what he was talking about, because, it's his film. You kind of hope you're passionate about a project that you're doing. Yeah, this was not a movie that Ron Howard was doing for love, for money. This was definitely a project of love. And there's some great actors. We got Kevin Bacon in this one here. Toby Jones is fantastic in this. Oliver Platt, Sam Rockwell, Rebecca Hall's in this one here. It's a great release. Comes up. There's the disc on the inside right there. There's a ton of features on here. I love historical features. That's kind of my jam. So anytime that they were talking about the film or learn a bit like history behind the film itself, history, like the whole real Frost Nixon interview, incredible stuff. So really did enjoy this film. It was an excellent release. It was the first one I watched, and was quite the start. Next up was Meet Joe Black and Wimbledon. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel about these. I had not seen Meet Joe Black. I thought I had, and I definitely hadn't seen Wimbledon. So what's neat about this? So Meet Joe Black is a really good film with Brad Pitt, and although this is, like says, Girls' Night In, I enjoyed this actually. I really did. So, but I enjoyed Wimbledon a bit more. I thought that Paul Bettany and Kristen Dunst were really, really good together. What was really even better about this is I'm not sure if Paul Bettany played tennis before, but tennis scenes were well done. So, I know it's called Wimbledon, but it's a romantic comedy. They don't really have to do that. But it seems like they've gone that extra mile. I like Meet Joe Black. I thought it was a really kind of it was a heartwarming film. And everybody were definitely, bringing their A game to it. But for me, I like Wimbledon a bit more. And the fact that, we got like Paul Bettany, Sam Neill's in this. He plays the dad, I think, of Kirsten Dunst. And we have like Jon Favreau. And of course, Jon Favreau would go on to direct Iron Man. And Iron Man would have like Tony Stark in an Iron Man outfit. Can you imagine that? An Iron Man movie with somebody wearing an Iron Man outfit? And he would have like a a program called Jarvis, which would later become Vision. And the voice of Jarvis is Paul Bettany, and Vision is played by Paul Bettany. And the guy that directed Iron Man is Jon Favreau, and the guy that acted in this movie with Paul Bettany is Jon Favreau. I have a feeling this may be where they met, and this is how we got the job that obviously became very famous for. WandaVision, for instance, great stuff. Really enjoyed both of these. I like Wimbledon a little bit better, but these are solid films. Guy or girl, it's fun especially if you're into these and that's your jam. Now this is Ultraman 80. I really did have fun with this one here. There's an Ultraman and an Ultra Woman in this. I like Ultra Woman. She's kind of cool. It is more of a Showa era stuff. So basically, if you've seen the earlier Ultraman stuff, the Ultra 7 and the Ultraman and the Return of Ultraman, that type of thing, those tend to like go a little bit more serious and a little bit darker. This one does tend to get like a bit lighter and does want to be, you can tell it wants to be more kid friendly. It's got like a different type of opening than you would expect from an Ultraman series, but it's fun. I had fun with this. I like the Katsu. I could see, like maybe it was kind of like playing out a bit at this point, but I love these things. On the inside of the box, you get some Ultraman and Ultra Woman right there. Ultraman is kind of like in this one, he's kind of like a Clark Kenty type of character. Like he's rushing to the school. He's kind of klutzy. People don't believe him. He's very kind of meek and mild manners, doing him very much like a Superman 1978 type thing. You see him there with some of the monsters. It wasn't as overall as violent as the other one that I've seen. There were some odd like editing choices in the first episode, but I really dig this stuff. I cannot wait for more Ultraman. I really can't. You guys know I love this stuff. Speaking of loving this stuff, this is like putting like peanut butter and chocolate together for me. I love cartoons. I love animation. I love anime. And then I really, really love Ultraman. And to get this, which is actually a very cool series. I actually really dig this one here. My better half is, I haven't watched all this yet because my better half wants to watch it with me. So I watched a couple discs and I want to get into the rest of it. But look at this. Look at that. Like if that doesn't get you excited. And they're all both 6 disc sets, by the way. There's episode guides for each. Now, it doesn't go in as depth as the episodes guides do for the earlier Legacy sets, because remember the earlier ones, they'd have like picture of Ultraman and his weapons, and they'd like show the monsters. These are actually episode guides, but there are some pretty cool things on here. So you get episodes titled like The Resurrection of the Legend, Old Friendships Revived in the Himalayas. A lot of reviving there, right? Here the Hero Was Born. That's a cool one. So that's the first episode. Strategy of the Monster Mirage. You get like some multi-part ones here. The ending of it we get is a 4-parter, right? We get to the Planet of Ultra Part 1, Advice of the Female Warrior, to the Planet of Ultra Part 2, Assault on Titan Base. So some very, very cool stuff. I like this style of animation, so it's obviously it's going to be like a different style than like modern day animation, and I'm good with that. I love anime. I love this type of stuff. So there you go. Now the ranking part comes in. It's harder because I liked all of these films. And people ask me, are there films that I don't like? There's lots of films I don't like. But this was a particularly good month. I was actually worried because I was a little bit late getting this stuff because of my post office. The great post office is just, things are going on. So in 4th place, although I really like this one, it was Meet Joe Black and Wimbledon. Wimbledon I liked a bit better. I think most people are probably going to like Meet Joe Black better. And Wimbledon's going to be kind of like their second one. But I'm just weird that way. I'm weird. But this is my 4th place. And 3rd place is Fox Nixon. For most people, this would be number 1. This is an incredible film. Ron Howard is an amazing filmmaker. I really enjoyed this. The performances are great. The special features are excellent on this release, and I highly recommend it. It's a great release. If you don't have Frost Nixon in your library yet, and you like these type of like historical drama films like me, you're gonna dig the hell out of this one right here. In 2nd place is Ultraman's gonna be in the top places for me. I love Ultraman. It's Ultraman 80. It's really good. It's not like Ultraman's not Ultra 7 level of greatness. but still, if you're collecting the Ultraman series, do not pass up on this one. There's some really cool stuff in here. The girl, the female, the gym teacher, she's really cute. Just gonna put that out there right now. And when you, it does have a booklet too, much like the other ones, but is again like a episode guide as opposed to that. And just look at that, all the Ultraman series that have been here right now. Complete the classic series on Blu-ray. By the way, if you like these here and you just want to check out, like maybe want to go and check out like some digital copies before you go and buy a physical release, then they do have a digital service called Movie Spree, which you might want to check out. And they do some great stuff there. There's some actual multi-parters in here. It's actually kind of cool. Fly to the Sinister Monster Island. I love it. So that's the two-parter right there. And as it gets better as it goes through. So if you're a fan of the Ultraman stuff, I think you're definitely going to enjoy this. You're definitely going to have a lot of fun with this one here. It definitely starts out a little bit on the sillier side, but definitely recommend you check it out. It's got this little thing on the back here too. The Ultraman connection. Oh, I went all dark on you. Where pretty much it's a website. I think you kind of like. I haven't checked it out yet. We link to the M78 universe powered by Subaraya Productions. So Subaraya is a company that does Ultraman, and they do some incredible stuff. This is number 2, and no surprise in any stretch of the imagination is that the Ultraman is going to be the number 1 in my in the releases today. This is just incredible stuff, and if you like animation and you like Tsukatsu, then definitely check that out. One other thing, and I've mentioned it on here before, and I will mention it again because it deserves mentioning. My cat is photobombing, see in the background? So you get kitty cat action here, so you never know what you're going to get in these videos. Look at him getting ready. This is from Howling Wolf Records. I've mentioned it before, and this is the double feature, the 2-disc set with Storm Warning on here and Crawl Space. So both of these this was a movie directed and scored by Jamie Blank, so you get the score of Storm Warning, and you get a movie that he didn't direct, but he did score, called Crawl Space as well. It is done by Howling Wolf Records, and I cannot mention this one enough times because I listen to this all the time. So when I'm like writing up some stuff, like when I'm in between films, when I'm reading, this right now is my go-to soundtrack that I listen to on a regular basis. I have spoke with Jamie a few times on the channel. I hope to have him on again in the near future, especially for the month of October, and talk to him a bit about this here as well. So we'll see what we can get done with that. So these 4 releases here, by the way, are all from Millcreek. They are fantastically fun releases. If you're going to pick up just one, then and you like the type of stuff, you're a geeky person like me, you're going to get the Ultraman. But you're gonna, if you like the Ultraman, you're going to get these. You're going to get them both. These are really cool. But this is the first like Ultraman anime, so that's really, really cool. Check that stuff out. Frost Nixon's an incredible movie. This is a fun double feature. But if you're gonna grab like one, make sure to grab this. This is really good. Howling Wolf Records, and tweet about it. Let Jamie Blanks know that you picked this up. By the way, he's really nice. One of the nicest people that I've ever met. What a true gentleman he is, and a talent. Trust me, listen to this, you'll find out how talented he is. But tweet and let him know that you picked it up. Trust me, Howling Wolf Records and Jamie will both appreciate it, and they will let you know. Here you go. But these are my top 2 picks right now. I'm a huge Subaraya fan. I love Ultraman. I cannot wait to get the next Ultraman release that's coming out next month. I think. Is it next month? Coming soon. We should have, fingers crossed, the I Dream of Genie, and hopefully, if it's still on the way, then we should get a Randolph Scott set coming soon. I'll keep you guys updated, let you guys know what's coming up. I have coming up here in the next few days. I'll be doing another review to rank for Umbrella Entertainment because I got these movies at the same time and I went on vacation. So it took me a little bit longer to do watch throughs and review, and I'm still just watching the last one on the Umbrella one now, so I can do the release there. But one, if you're you can't, if you haven't grabbed any of these yet, you can always go on Movie Spree. I know sometimes they'll have like some free episodes and stuff on there. You can buy like stuff for fairly cheap. You have sales all the time as well. But I personally say grab these physical releases because they look amazing. Just look at that. Come on, tell me this will not look good on your shelf. It will. It'll look amazing. So will this. If you buy the early releases, they'll have like a big mural to go together. Anyway, I am Aaron. This is the Cult of Cinema. That light's a little bit too bright. Shag it Friday night, right? This has been reviewed and ranked. I hope to see you guys soon, and have an amazing night. Be kind to one another. Have fun. Watch some Ultraman, because here in the Cult of Cinema, there is always another Takatsu. See you soon.